Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in Lavelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And you could tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Caught in the backfield, it's Ryan. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation, 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
And the Cougars are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Dropping back, it's Hillstead. Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He's got it near midfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. All wideouts, no backs. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Moss. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Udo. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The offense set for a 1st down play. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Turnaround's a huge theme a season ago, and Arizona State had a gargantuan one. Their game against BYU, though, showed that there might be some learning pains, some growing pains, primarily in the field of clock management.
Yeah, I think both of these teams are going to have a plan late in the game if they have the win with not a lot of time left on the clock. How long did it take to get all the fans off the field last year? What, 25 minutes? That was a great game in the Big 12, and obviously that was one that really spearheaded Arizona State on their way to winning the conference.
Yeah, it was crazy. Obviously, they thought they had more time. They thought they ran the clock out, and Dillingham was very upset. Arizona State actually might be more mad going into this game because Dillingham looked like he was about to tee off on the reporters.
Give to Brown. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Brings up second and goal. That's the end of the first quarter. And after one,
Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Arizona State.
Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll do it himself. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football.
The option look. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Got a man. It's Roberts. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. On the direct snap, it's Brown. He breaks a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Pulls it in. It's McLean. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Hillstead. And some room to work. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Caught near the sticks. It's Hagan. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Makes a connection. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard, and now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone. Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Wants to throw again. Spits it out to the back. This time it's complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Looking for the end zone. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
It's now 2nd and goal.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Trying play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
That makes the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the move from inside is 5. And the returner will be brought down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Back to throw, it's Levin. Finds his tight end. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line and a little more room to operate.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man across the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And guys, how many first downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Back to pass, it's Levin. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's reeled in. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the speed on defense? Offense trying to get tricky, trying to run the quarterback outside, but the pursuit and the speed by this defense, they got to him quick.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tyson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Wants to throw. It's Levin. Makes the grab. It's McClain. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
They're going back to the ground. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. The Sun Devils surpassed all expectations last year. Kenny Dillingham in his 2nd year winning the league with the team that was picked to finish last, guys.
And in the playoffs, more than represented themselves well. They had the bye, but they fought Texas tooth and nail. Could have won that football game. And Jesse, a superstar at the quarterback position.
They got a really good one coming back. No Cam Scattaboo this year, though, so they're going to have to find ways to be able to run the football effectively. That was a big part of their success a year ago.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They go right back to him. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Levin. He'll take a shot. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
Arizona State.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Here's the heat. It's complete to the right. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt. He's got it. First down and more. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Hillstead. Gets open down the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
This BYU offense set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Hauls it in. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Looking to throw again. There's the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. To the air on second down. Here comes the heat. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And this defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the 4th quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And with that kick, man, we got a 1-possession game. Here's the good thing. Good news is you got all 3 timeouts, so you can kick this football deep, use your timeouts, save as much time as you can to give your offense a chance to go win this football game.
Not much of a choice here. Down by a score late, they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The quarterback takes a knee.
Today's final score, Arizona State 14, BYU 6.